Listen, man. We got the legend in here himself, man. Like I rushed out here, man. I'm like, damn. But you fresh to death with it, man. We got a whole legend here, man.
What's good with y'all, man?
We gotta give my man his flowers, man.
Salute. Salute, man. Respect.
No, this ant from Rerun the Streets, man.
Let them know, fuck.
No,
when I started, these two people were part of the people I was always around from the beginning. So they really saw from the beginning to where we at now with it.
For sure.
You know what I mean? They always been stand-up dudes.
You know,
not stand-up niggas, stand-up dudes.
And you know what I respect about Ant is, like in each era of music, he was able to adapt and figure a way out. Whether if it was promoting, whether if it was marketing, whether if it was managing, he found ways to stay relevant to pay his bills. So you know, my thing is this, man. You started back when like shit.
2007,
2008.
I remember that shit like yesterday.
Remember that shit like it was yesterday?
Yeah.
You was there, Slip?
Oh, for real. This nigga came, he was on, what's that, on Ad Block. We came down and we shot that joint on the porch.
Everybody was out there?
Everybody. No, matter of fact, it was us. It was me, you, and Ad, and there was somebody else. I think you had the camera boy or somebody.
Probably
Kyle, yeah.
I think you was you the first person to put the camera on Ab like that? On the DVD too?
That's
He
what
was
I'm
the
saying.
first motherfucker.
That's why I said I remember like it was
He
yesterday.
damn near branded Ab to the
My nigga
streets.
Ab too,
Free
man.
Ab.
Allegheny
Free
Ab.
Allegheny
Oh,
Ab.
yeah. You know what I'm
What was the
saying?
mixtape? Allegheny Ab that you started off with him?
Porsche, Allegheny Ab. What was that joint? Yeah, it's Allegheny Ab.
I can't remember right off the top.
But yeah.
Joint's heavy.
Make a long story short, this how long my man been around.
And he vicious behind the scenes boy too.
I mean,
a lot of people didn't really know when it was popping, and that was Ed just running around like, you know what I'm saying? Like
running this movie.
Running this movie.
Running this movie.
And still be running this movie to like right now.
So how my thing is this. How did you and Ab ever how did that relationship begin?
You know when I first started, you know, Gotti, shout out to Gotti. Gotti and Ab was cool. And you know, by me and Gotti doing the DVDs and all that, I put Gotti on, introduced me to Ab, and we just been linked ever since. It's crazy because I remember Gotti used to be like, damn, man, you know, Ab hanging around each other more than we is. You know what I mean? Like, I remember that. I remember little shit like that. You know what I mean?
Just had a certain bond.
Ab was the first person, you know, for that I was fucking with outside of Meek. It was really just me, Meek, and Ab. You know what I mean? That's why I like.
Damn, so it was you, Meek, and Ab running? That's a hell of a team.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, who would have really knew back then? You know, like when Ab was out here, and even as Ab being booked and being a legend who he is, you know what I'm saying? Nobody thought we was ever really going to get this far in life with this music shit.
Yeah.
You know, nobody knew Meek was going to do what he was going to do, Ab was going to do what he was. Even me, as a brand, was going to do what I was going to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, so to even look up in 2023 and just thinking about all the shit that we really did and really accomplished as a unit. You know what I mean? Like, that shit was crazy. So, a lot of times, when you plan shit probably don't go the way you wanted to go. You know what I mean? But, when you stay consistent, I see results in consistency.
Consistency is key. That's why we branding, you hear me?
Sneaky! But, a lot of history was made though, you know what I mean? So like I said, free Ab. Shout out to Meek, you know, still doing what he's doing, you know what I mean? And I got I just dropped a documentary. Me and Meek, 45 minutes, you know, when he first met Ross. I was just out there, you know, on the streets, hanging up the posters, so y'all see the page. I'm still outside. I'm still hanging up posters on every street corner. So every time somebody drives and they pull up, they're gonna consistency. They're gonna see the poster at every light. And when they see the poster at every light, by the time they get to the 10th light, they're gonna be like, yo, let me check this shit out.
Exactly.
But consistency is key, man. Like you said, like I'm never gonna stop. just because we got social
got
media,
hell of a drive,
like
man.
just because we got social media, people
drive
forgot about
grinding,
street promotion. You know what I'm saying? Like people don't hang up posters, they don't hang up the flyers because they gotta remember everybody not on Instagram, everybody ain't got the internet, Infinity, you know, all them type Wawas and all them. They ain't got that free internet like that no more, so only certain people would be paying for it, you get internet. So you gotta stay consistent in the streets, hang your posters up, pass out your flyers. They got new ways to do it. You put the QR code on that joint, you know what I mean? So people can just snap it with their phone and they get busy with it.
No, that's the wave right there.
I'm never gonna stop, bro. I don't know what can make me stop. You know what I mean?
You can't stop. You ain't gonna stop.
It
You
all
take your breath out your body.
It all started from the camera, man. Like I was just coming off the elevator, you know what I mean? Old lady was like, all started with the camera. Just for me just having this and having the camera around my neck, it started a conversation. She said, oh, my daughter about to get married. Would you be able to come in? That's money right there. I'm not only gonna pull up with the camera, I'm gonna pull up, take pictures, I'm gonna have something there so I can print the pictures out. Like, it all started with the camera, man. Like, I tried to tell somebody the other day, I said, listen, if you look at TV, you look at the phone, anything, you really gotta credit the cameraman because the cameraman is giving y'all his vision. You see what I'm saying?
Fact.
Like that's our vision behind the camera. Shout out to Swag 100. Like it's our vision behind the camera that that's why we call it directors and all that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
they run the show.
You know, without the camera, you're not gonna get the picture. You get it?
Right.
Without the camera, you're not gonna get the picture at all.
Started with the camera.
But what else?
Real talk, man. Listen, man, my man just gave y'all, you know what I mean, just sum up a little bit of his life and who he is, man. It's like, so how was it working with me, like in the beginning time? Because that's major. That's something we need to talk about here. We not need to just skip past that. Like, how was it actually working with Meek Mills before he got the deal? Like was you in the studio with him while he was recording, while he was writing? Like, was y'all a team, or how was it?
I was just telling you something, right? I just said I was outside hanging up posters and shit, right? And the question that you asked me, the documentary that I got out right here.
Explain.
Like this documentary. We was in the studio every day, no matter what he was doing. My fault, bro. No matter what he was doing, I was there. If we was going to play basketball shit, I was there. You know what I'm saying? But not only did the relationship with me and Meek grow as we started doing the rap DVDs and the music and stuff behind the scenes, but I knew Meek before we was doing the music shit. You know what I'm saying? Like we all from the same neighborhood. So the music just helped build our relationship more. So it was motivation at the same time. That's why I say now, like, I look back and I watch all this shit like, man. Like I ain't know why I was unfold. Like I ain't know this shit really was gonna work out. I was just recording. Like, remember, everybody wasn't recording a lot of shit. Niggas were just recording when they had to. I really love this camera. Like, this camera was my way of getting out of here. You see what I'm saying? So it was real. Meek was like one of the hardest workers. You see what I'm saying? Like when we was coming up doing this thing.
Man, I remember the time. Motherfucker. Meek and Ab, we drove out motherfucking New York. You was there too, nigga.
With French Montana and all.
French Montana,
like, that's what I'm saying.
We in the studio with Cass. Meek is a studio, like, you know how like a Lil Wayne, like Lil Wayne is a studio monster. Right. That's how Meek was. Dedication to it. So we go out in New York, me, Ab, Cass, we in the studio, motherfucking Meek up writing shit, doing this nigga Cass sleep. And I'm like, damn. This when Meek hungry. I'm talking about ready to write like 50,000 motherfucking bars.
Rag on came through.
You know what I'm saying? We take it like Ab and that, like we listen, when I say we ruled it for the whole team.
Y'all was there.
Ab was putting Meek before himself.
Right. So it's like at that time,
you know what I mean? That shit was crazy. And put all that shit together.
You know what, man? I look at it like, man, you know, so after y'all had that kind of bond, y'all had that kind of relationship, what's your and Meek relationship currently right now to this day?
Until this day, he just posted that DVD, that documentary right there.
That right there says a lot.
Until this day, he's still one of the people that tell me, post all your old footage. Yo, you could really eat off that. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So like,
y'all still got connection.
We still see what people get confused with this social media shit.
They get a lot of shit twisted.
Before this social media, the same way I am with everybody that I used to fuck with, it's the same way I am now. I'm a humble, I chill, I fall back. When we need to work, we get to work. When I need to talk, I talk. You know what I mean? Like that's why when I turned myself into a DJ, it was DJ ANT with the period. Ain't no talk. I wasn't here to talk, I was just here to work. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, it was just more of this shit. Letting your work speak for itself.
Right.
Like a lot of people, they talk, but when people talk when they know something is right by their side. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, what you gonna do when that main thing is not by your side? You gotta prove, you gotta show your work. So the work is gonna outlast everything. You see what I'm saying? Like, I feel as though I'm so legendary that I named my son Legend. Just because I feel as though he's gonna be bigger than me when he get,
that's how you got carried.
Because he watched everything I do. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, so.
Cause that's real though. Cause like, even being like in the room, like when my wife had my son, it's like my first thoughts when I first seen him, my first thoughts is, you gonna be successful.
You want everything that you got.
You know what I'm saying? That's my first thoughts of him. Right. When I look at him, my first look at him when he came out, I said, you're gonna be successful.
Yeah, you supposed to be the first Superman.
You can't just, cause your kid might not be like. A lot of people be angry at kids, but they don't know.
You know what I'm saying? But you know what though? That's what I always respected about you, man. Your grind, your hustle, your ambition, and your drive. Like, your shit is really unmatched.
My slogan is keep me busy.
I like that. I like that. Keep me busy, man.
3 words.
My man did these hats for me, got me back the same day.
Same day, couple hours.
Like an hour or two later, man.
3 words.
That's how it works.
I tell people, one thing about, if you're going to be a matter of fact, it don't even matter if you're just an artist. If you're just going to be in this entertainment business, period, the number one thing is your image. Right? And being that your image got to stay clean, like I was just telling you earlier, it's all about merch. You got to make people feel as though they're a part of your movement. Right. You know what I'm saying? When a nigga walking around with your shirt on and your hat, you feel like, damn, I'm part of the Fox movement. You know what I'm saying? When niggas wear a Meek Mill shirt, I'm part of Meek Mill's
Dream
Chasers. Like, all that is that's why I jumped in that lane, because merch is everything.
Right, it is.
You know what I mean?
Because honestly, you about to go out, you like, oh, this bull got, like, you know what I'm saying? I need a t-shirt.
Like right now. If you would have got them 200 shirts off, you wouldn't have been saying you had to, because they would have been wishing.
Exactly.
Keeping the merch wishing. You're never gonna, like right now, in my closet, I got 100 We Run the Street shirts. And you know, I got my own machine, so I just sit there and stamp. Just sit there, when I'm not doing that, just sit there and stamp, so that way I'm never running out. So if you see me with a We Run the Street, as a matter of fact, if you see me with this shirt on 4 days in a row, it might not even be the same shirt. You feel me? I might got 4 Jones in that closet with the same color, because if I gotta use the vinyl, I'm breaking that shit all the way down. I'm using every piece of that vinyl. The little piece is gonna go in the hat. It might go in a pair of sneakers. I know y'all saw the We Run the Street sneakers before. You know what I mean? So like,
yeah, it's like
it's video game.
So my man,
We Run the Street.
So you got, hold up. So you got video game. What's up with the video game shit?
The video game on pause. Only because
my man got video games.
Like one of the developers that I was working with, he was like an older guy. So he got sick. So being that he got sick, I had to learn this shit myself. That's how I really learned everything that I'm doing. I never went to school for anything. Somebody probably bullshit or somebody probably can't do it. I sat there, I went to YouTube TV. YouTube University, you know what I mean, learning that shit. So I'm still working on it now, but I'm trying to make it where though it's a concept. Because I was talking to somebody when I first was doing it, somebody that's big, shout out to him and all that. But we were supposed to get together to make it bigger than what it is. Next thing you know, I hear Def Jam Vendetta talking about they coming back out. I mean, Def Jam talking about they wanted to come back out with their game. You see what I'm saying? And everybody was tagging me like, damn, why y'all ain't do this? Why y'all? You see what I'm saying? So it was more of the promotion and the old head being sick.
Right.
All around that time.
Slowed everything down.
Like if I would have put it on a bigger scale because it was artists on it. And the main thing behind it was if I'm an artist on the game and I'm facing Ab artists on the game, if I'm fighting Ab on Allegheny, his single is playing. I was trying to get it to where though every time that single is playing on the game, that's a string.
Okay.
You see how deep that is? It's like little kids would just be playing. Like I had my sons on the game. You see what I'm saying? So like when he was going to daycare and all that shit, he was really a star in school because he, you know, like little kids playing this game was on the phone. It wasn't on PlayStation and it was on the phone. You know, the main thing that all kids, you know, all day long they playing a video game. So it was like it was just more of that. But everybody's beef is still coming because that's what everybody's doing. Everybody's beef.
Oh, real rap, man. That was crazy, man. Like that's a lot, man. People don't get a chance to, you know what I mean, create their own game, man. Like that's like an amazing situation.
Yeah, because
man.
the thing was, it was able to touch the world without me being with it.
Right.
That makes sense?
Right.
I was able to sit on this council and just promote it. You see what I'm saying? That's why I said the next time I had a plan, I was gonna do something with Stiz. Being that he controlled the battle rap out here in Philly, I was gonna let Stiz really have that.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And we just, you know, like that's what type of nigga I am. If that's not my field, and I got a platform for you, and Stiz my guy, like man, you know, respectfully, I got Stiz started. You see what I'm saying? Like I got a lot of people.
Shit,
like Stiz. Shout out to 8th Game. Shout out to Core. Shout out to OT the Real. Shout out to Toast. Shout out to Tierra Wack.
And Tuck and shit, man.
Like, it's really a lot of artists. Shout out to my little man. Rest in peace, Caliber. It's so many that I might be forgetting right now because I really work with a lot of different people. You see what I'm saying? No, Had was moving with before I got in, but you know, me and his work, you know, I know I helped his career, because I just love being behind that.
It ain't an artist that came out of Philly that had a name.
Shout out to Too Rare.
Too Rare. Shout out to Too Rare. I was just talking to Too Rare like a week or two ago. Shout out to Too Rare. That's what I'm saying. It's like, damn, man.
It's a lot, man. Shout out to Crazy.
Shout out to Crazy for sure. That's my guy. I just got finished talking to him. But that's crazy though, bro. It's like anybody that's somebody from the city, you sneaky like had a connection with him.
I was working with him in the beginning. You know what I mean? Like I said,
in the beginning.
It's some new artists that I'm working with right now.
Anybody else.
Because I always look at it like a nigga don't gotta tell me another nigga hot. If I like somebody, I like them. Right, and I'm gonna do what I gotta do to get them popping. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give my all. Like it's some new artists that I'm working with. Shout out to my man A-Dub. Y'all wanna see a lot from him. Shout out to Trap Figure CS. Y'all wanna see a lot from him. I'm working with my guy Ron Murder. Yo, Ron Murder works. Ron Murder was around when I first started. You see what I'm saying? But we ain't never like he used to always set me up in the inbox. But you know I'm a person of business. You see what I'm saying? But when our family sat down and got to hear his music the way I hear his music, boy, it worked. He worked. You know what I mean? You know, like I said, like, even you pop, like, your bars be crazy. When enough people really sit back and listen, you know what I mean? Like, they gonna feel your music. You know what I mean? Your job is just to get the people. You know what I'm saying? Right. But what you doing this party bus and all that stuff, you got something to offer the people now. You know what I'm saying? An artist might say, damn, boy, I need that party bus. All right, boy, I need a verse.
You
know what I'm saying? Like, it's business.
I need this wall filled.
They want to jump on a party bus. They want to, like Swag said, they want to all go somewhere at one time and not be packed in 4 different cars. Everybody knowing, you know what I mean? We got security. We got liquor for y'all. Book this party bus. K&E party bus. Book it. I'm
Come
telling
to
you
the
to
city,
book
book the party bus.
it.
Your whole entourage.
Book this party bus. Y'all
ride, everybody ride together.
Music on here. For your woman to be shaking their ass on here. Book the party bus.
On that bull.
And fucking this interview up here.
You don't be wiping the joint down. You telling me gotta wipe that joint down. Nigga off camera won't be touching that joint.
Real rap.
But for real, Flock is a good ball, man. Like, he one of the people that always showed me love, always gave me my flowers. Mook always showed me love, always gave me my flowers. I'm on Mook was he living downstairs from me?
Yeah, man. Yeah, where was we at?
Up the Northeast.
Up the Northeast, yeah.
Yeah, like, but he all like being that, and I'm saying this just, you know what I mean, the way I see it. Being that, you know, Ab was a dope artist, he was my homie, he was your homie.
Yeah.
He still showed me, like, they still showed me love like Ab wasn't their man.
Yeah,
you understand what I'm saying? Like, they was already hanging around a nigga that was moving.
Right.
So they didn't have to be like, you know, they didn't have to support me like the way y'all was supporting. You know what I'm saying? But they always really showed me real love until this day. You know what I mean?
Yeah, just one thing about it though.
Real recognize real, man. I mean,
he always
real niggas do real things, man.
He always want to see the whole city eating together. Like, that's our thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, for real. Like, the newer days, like, the new kids today, like, they want ops, they want enemies and all that. It was the opposite for us. Like, we wanted everybody to come together.
We should do some shirts about that.
You know what I'm saying?
It was the opposite for us.
It was the opposite for us.
Like, we wanted niggas to be a part of this shit, to all get money.
We wanted to all eat together.
Man, get
come together and
get
just,
you know get a hooker, man. You know what I mean?
Oh, man, it was like, it's different now. Hey, you know what I'm saying? It's not good because it's like at the end of the day, would you rather shoot a nigga or go feed your family?
I'd rather feed my family.
Look, but you know,
it's self-explanatory.
I'm gonna tell these niggas. I'm gonna give y'all something,
right?
You know that I always lived by and always saw. You know, it's not good. You really not gonna get the money you really can touch the beef.
No, you not.
See what I'm saying? And
that's gonna bring attention, unnecessary negative attention.
For one, you won't be spending more money if you're an artist.
Exactly.
Yeah. You won't be spending more money on security. Just security alone to make sure y'all good when y'all doing what y'all doing. You know what I mean? You're going to have your niggas that got these things on you, but you're going to learn if you really want to get money, you're going to get some niggas that's going to be around you that really can hold them so they ain't got to run off when shit get dark. You know what I mean? Like they can stand right there when the shit get dark because they supposed to be there to protect you.
Right.
You know what I mean?
They there for a reason. They ain't just there, you know what I mean, for the good. They there for the good and the bad. Like if it get ugly, we can carry it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We gonna stand firm.
So if you a young boy, if you don't got your gun license, like having a gun license don't mean you gotta show off and all that shit, you know what I mean? Cause I had my joint for some years, I got 2 of them. I got the joint with the 50 states and I got the joint for Virginia. And I don't even let my brother know I had a license. You see what I'm saying? And the only reason I'm speaking on it, just because I had it for so long, I had it to protect me and my family. I didn't have it to be showing it and acting like I ain't got no license, because you got niggas that got a license and then be all on cameras and all acting like, oh yeah, I don't give a fuck about the cop, knowing that you got a license. You see what I'm saying? Like, a license to me, I just tell niggas it's like a driving license. If you, when you turn 18, you able to get your driving license, your gun license, whatever type of license you can get before you get a felony, just go get it.
That's right.
Now if that shit get lost in the sauce, alright, but at least go get it so when you move in and out of town, you protecting yourself.